Hello and welcome back to Vintage Story on our very Christmas Eves. I got my fanned marble done with collecting all that bit from the chalk gravel and our marble bits. So I got now the chalk gravel that I can put in the corner if I need to. So I had just started working on a boat. This boat, if you want to start making it, you start with roller logs and 5 of those, and when you have it in your hotbar, a little square will come up on the land, and I just kind of wanted to make a nice flat area. But this gives you a nice kind of general outline in the handbook of what you want to do to make this bit. It started with a bunch of logs. You got to have all one type of wood if you're going to do this. The plumb and square. I do not usually make these, so sticks, fiber, make it into a spool, and then a rock. Seems pretty easy about doing that. So let's go and, okay, I don't have any of them in a twine, so we'll make that. And I got plenty of different kinds of rocks to choose from. I just kind of came across a little shale. Try to peridite. I think that some of our layers down below will get into more of that, so I think I'll be able to gather more of that later. And the nice thing is when you hover over the boat, it tells you what you need. I need 2 of them. Okay. We're going to get some of our boards here. I'm going to go piece by piece. Got boards and 2 plums. Got the second plum. Got the boards. You get the first step here. We're going to need more boards. I want to use the cypress for building as well, so I don't want to like go too crazy. If I make a whole lot of boards, that's okay, because that's what part of the house will be out of. But it's kind of interesting just to see all the little steps, how many you need of each. And they're different amounts. As it keeps getting added, it adds on a different amount of the boat, essentially. So we still got boards, more boards. Alright, my saw's going to get well used from this. Now we need 40. Oh, and you can walk right through it. I was kind of hoping you could just jump in it, but no. But it's really nice to see all the different bits that keeps getting added. A little bit more of this. We'll probably need a bunch of that. That should probably work, and grab some more logs as well. I am glad that this is really close to the house. Add in more boards, apparently more boards. That adds up the rest of the edges here. And that is a different type of thing, I think, if we go to the handbook. And I think that there are support beams. So let's look at that. You need the saw and the debarked. And of course the debarked takes the hammer and axe. Don't usually keep the hammer on me. So back we go. Pick up the hammer. Let's get this out of the way. Makes it a little bit nicer to see. We need 14 of these guys. Okay. And I can't remember how many debarked it takes to make such and such a number of support beams. Oh, yeah, not many. We're gonna need a good bit more, unfortunately. Go ahead and switch the hammers and the axe out with the saw. And we're still down 1. Yep, we need 14. You can't necessarily like tell what how much you need when you're in your crafting, but when you mouse over it, the tooltips is pretty nice. Oh, that added in a whole bunch of horizontal-ish rails. Put the hammer in the middle. There we go. hopefully maybe enough. I don't think I'm going to use support beams, so yeah, I don't want to overdo it on these guys anyhow. And although I have collected some of the bald cypress, I'm probably going to need a few hundred at least. Especially if I am going to end up using any debarked logs in the build, and I'm not sure about that yet. So we'll see about that. Our saw's on the hotbar. There. And 14 more. Oh, we're back to planks here. Right, I'm fine with that. 36. Oh, 3 more beams. That's convenient. And we'll need one more, probably. We'll put our beams back down here. And there we go. That put on the end there. Oh, we need some more. More beams. Okay. Probably will make it look nicer. Every time the beams have been added on, it's been pretty nice adding that stuff on. All my tools are getting a workout here. Oh, that added the mast. Okay, nice. And can't get in it, but we now need rope. A lot of rope. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure I have nowhere near enough. I collected kind of enough reeds for baskets and stuff, and then we moved on to chests. Yeah. Alright, so we got one of those. Yeah, and a tiny bit of cattails left. Okay. 4 rope. Well, that's not going to cut it, so I'm going to have to finish up and get more supplies for that. Let's move that out of the wood chest. Make it a little more convenient. The storage got pushed back. The wall got pushed back 1, and I'm already getting full again. Decided I needed to use a couple of the double chests anyhow to make things work in here. But there's cattails up in that area. Started working a little bit in a closer area, getting some more supplies. I don't know if I'll ever get those pigs over, but we'll try. Got some more of tin bronze. I'm going to need an axe here soon. So I'm probably going to have to go back out and look at some of my resources that I've prospected. And sure enough, down south, finally got a good enough reading for magnetite. Get down here and it's poor. So I don't know if it happens to be because it's magnetite or if it's because it's poor or the rock type. I don't know if it has any kind of relevance to it, but it's been kind of a small pocket. Put those rocks down. I also don't know if those rocks will help prevent stuff from spawning like they used to. And we're up against the different rock type here, so it's not going to go up and down, or it's not going to go up anyhow. And I think I'll come back and get the rest of this stuff. So there's a little bit left. One more small trip, probably. And then I'll go and start cooking up some iron and get tools done. So I did go back and get the rest of it, I guess. Oh, I need a little bit more. I want to get 2 120s bits of magnetite here. And once you get the 128, it's kind of easy to portion those out. And we don't have much charcoal, so we'll go out to the bit of charcoal burner, grab our fire clay bricks that I've already gotten done. And I think I got more in the kiln. grab up our 12 pieces. I've had just a touch of lag, so just being careful with what I get and I don't leave it behind. And there we go. Fire clay bricks. Need 24 for 2 of them. I need to put 8 down and oops. I wanted 2 8s, but we got a 3rd one done. That's okay. So we'll just have to grab 8 more bricks. Grabbed 2 extra, put that down, and then we can make 2 caps to this. Just the more you use this, you won't get all your bricks back. And I've only found a little bit of fire clay so far, so I don't want to go too crazy with it yet. I can cook up all the iron and put it into blooms if I felt like it, but now hopefully I'll run into some meteoric and I'm going to want to use it for that, and I'm going to need glass, so I don't want to use up all my bricks quite yet. Let this start cooking. 6 charcoal, 120 nuggets. Got fire in the stacks. Let's see, we can put that guy up there. Do have an iron pickaxe for when this one runs out, and did get a pantograph done because, well, we'll need some stuff here. We'll need to start getting some tools for building here soon. Got the iron fox so that I'm a little bit better off when I'm out digging and stuff. And yeah, I just don't have the space, so now my jars are getting pretty full. Pretty weird being in a completely covered floor of jars. But if that's what you need to do, you know, you can do that. So that's all my iron left. I'm going to have to find another source if I am going to be able to do any more iron stuff. So since it's poor, you don't get much per ore piece when you break it apart. I think I'm going to move this guy, and we need a couple. Yeah, we're going to need some of the boards first because I don't have any extra laying on hand. I don't want to get overboard just because my storage is pretty tight as it is. 2 chests. Let's move that back in. Put the boards in there. That should be okay. Let's make a trunk. And yeah, these guys don't go anywhere except flat surface. So stick that there. Now the tricky part is, can I get to that crate? I have these molds here. And usually you can access that little bit right underneath it. Like you can get to the other stuff. I think you might have to get in the right corner. Yes, you can. Alright. Well, that's my firewood stuff anyhow. So let's go ahead and move stuff over. Grab our chunks of stuff. And then we can actually see how much we have of everything. Got an ingot, the plugs, our extra copper bits. Move this guy over. Found a tiny bit of silver so far, although I do have a vein of quartz right by. I think might have a whole lot more silver, so we'll see about that. Oh yes, I can also put these in here now so I can pour more. I think I also have a stray ingot. We'll get to more buildings and whatnot next time. Thanks for watching, and see you later.